I gave up on the idea of God when my brother died. Not out loud, but something inside of me just shut off. I couldn't believe in a God that let a kid get murdered like that, that let my mother scream like that, that let my soul tear apart, and he didn't even say anything. You weren't turning your back on your faith. You was trying to survive betrayal. So what do you do when you feel like the God that you're praying to is no longer listening? Do you stop praying? Nah. Man, I used to pray so hard, talk to the ceiling like it was listening. I begged for peace, begged for safety. And all I got was more death, more loss, more silence. Or maybe what you got was grief so big that it drowned out everything else, including your idea of God. I feel like you were in too much pain to hear anything else but your own screaming. Don't make no excuses for him. If God is real, then where the hell was he? When I was 5 watching dudes get shot. When I was 14 and lost because my brother was killed. When I was ready to crash out and no light showed up. Maybe he was in the friend who called you that night. In the breath you didn't take for granted. In the big homegirl who hugged you when you didn't even have the words. God don't always show up in thunder. Sometimes it show up as the strength to keep breathing when everything says not to. I felt forgotten. Like all my prayers got returned to sender. You was grieving. And grief makes you question everything, especially faith, especially love, especially anything that promises safety. Man, I was mad at God because I needed something to blame. Because if I didn't have someone to blame, then maybe it really was just chaos. And that thought, it scares me even more. It's okay to be mad with God. God can handle it. What matters is you don't stop searching. Even when you said you gave up, you still whispered in the dark, even if you didn't call it prayer. I didn't need religion. I needed a reason to keep pushing forward. And when I didn't feel one, I just started shutting down. But you didn't disappear. You're still here. And maybe that's where God lives now, in the fight to keep healing, in the breath after the breakdown, in the stillness you didn't think you'd live to feel. So you saying God never left me? I'm saying God never needed a pulpit. God was always in the truth, even when that truth was ugly, even when that truth was, I'm angry, I'm lost, I don't trust you. Then maybe I didn't give up on God. Maybe I just gave up on the version they was trying to sell me. Now you're getting closer. Faith isn't about perfection. It's about presence. And you're learning to be present, even with the pain. Still don't know if I believe in the idea of God the way I used to. And that's okay. Maybe you don't have to believe the way you did. Maybe this time you get to believe in a way that don't require you to ignore your wounds. I'm still healing from the silence. And in this silence, maybe you'll hear him again. This is the unfinished journey. And I do believe in God. Not the God I was taught to believe in, but the God that lives within. And as I told you before, I'm not done talking to myself. until every piece of me feel heard.